Good night, guys. It's me, Apologies, and we're back again tonight, and we'll be doing some roster reviews of some of my guildmates. So yeah, let's jump right into it. It was requested by one, and I always have no problem in doing these. I like to be able to look at people's account and give some constructive criticism if I need to, and advice if it could be taken. Such. Right, so it's Cow Fur. He's 4.6 million galactic power, 2.4 in characters, 2.2 in ships, a pretty even split. Full rounds cleared 56. He's doing really well. Undersized squad battles 197. I'm trying to recall if I had ever done a roster review for him before. I can't remember. But so far his stats are looking okay. Galactic War Battles 4008. I think that means his account is just over 1 year old. Number 70 in Fleet in Squad Arena with Gas, and number 2 in Fleet with a 7-star Executor. So it is highly possible he gets number 1 daily because of his Executor. So he's doing well on that front. Chromium 4, by the way. Not bad. Chromium 4. Maybe he may be even pushing for Rhodium soon. Right, so he has General Skywalker, Darth Vader, Piet, the Executor requirements. He has a Relic 7, General Grievous. Okay. Grandmaster Yoda at 8. I think he did mention he was going for JMK. So that would explain such as the Shakti and the Watambo. He must be really close to JMK. So he went Gas into Executor into JMK. Okay. See, he built the troopers. There's a Dark Trooper there. Just take a look at his troopers real quick. I passed them. Oh, so he did a full Relic Troopers team, and he also built Iden Versio's team. Interesting. He's already done what I'm doing now, which is getting the Iden Versio team up and running. Okay. From what I could see, he's doing really well. Interesting that that he had asked for this review, because damn, I'm not seeing much that I could advise on Galactic Republic. Now, I haven't done JMK myself personally, but from what I could tell with Cody and the Clone Sergeant being done, he's got most of the requirements. He must be really close. Look at Bounty Hunters. Right, so yeah, these would have been for the Executor. He's not afraid to add relic levels, because a lot of people leave their gas at relic 5, which is good. He's been really efficient on the placement of his relic levels. I'll take a look at his mods soon enough, but Thrawn at relic 3, is that required for JMK? Empire. Thrawn at relic 3, what is that required for? I'll take a look soon enough. Miss Mara Jade is missing 1 star, 6 stars. let me take a look at his rebels. Yes, he even has the foundlings of a CLS team. He has C-3PO, he has CLS, Chewbacca. 3PO and Chewie is at 85. Was this a hyperdrive account? Possibly. Yeah, because he has characters such as Chirrut. But he is making good use of the of what he gets in hyperdrive. Definitely. Because it doesn't even feel like a hyperdrive account. Usually when I take a look at other people's accounts and I see that it's hyperdrive, they don't tend to have such good placement of what to relic. Alright, let's take a look at the speeds. Okay, so Pietis is fastest, which is understandable. What? Why not speed mods? Health mods with tenacity. 326. Health mods with tenacity. Now, okay, you went for 103% tenacity on Piet, but the whole gimmick with the trooper team is they go first and they never, almost never, get hit. So having 103% tenacity on Piet feels wasted. It feels like this should be on someone else. And you should get a speed set on Piet. Is it that you're not getting a speed set to make him surpass this 326 speed? So that's something you need to be farming speed mods, and that tenacity set that you have on him should be better spent elsewhere. Take a look at Rex. Speed and potency. Rex doesn't need potency. 302 speed, which is nice. 88% potency, which is not needed on a Rex. He simply needs to take many turns and have, many turns and to have your aerial advantage up. Yeah, you don't need potency on him. Just take a in-depth look at some of these mods. Well, he did get some really nice slices on these mods. Yeah, some nice mods. Thrawn. Speed and tenacity. Okay, so you got him to 301 speed. Now, some characters require tenacity. Some characters, some support characters, like for instance, Hux is a character that should have at least some tenacity on him. But characters such as Piet and Thrawn, I can't. Something about that, I can't get on board with it. The speed on the Bossk is nice. He could use some more protection though. 3 different sets. 25 speed here with protection, very nice. 15 speed with protection, and 14 speed with health. So this is the mod that you need to change on Bossk. Now the defense, health, and tenacity here it isn't as much an issue for me here because I actually also use defense mods on my Bossk, and some of my mods for Bossk do indeed have tenacity substats. So I can understand why you went for some tenacity here. And he tends to be hit quite a bit. So yeah, 79% tenacity isn't bad. If you could get it higher, you could, but don't substitute the protection for tenacity, because more protection is better. Padme. 287 speed on Padme. It's a really nice, fast Padme. And she needs more health than protection. So if possible, you could decrease the, right? So health, right? So this protection should be health and health there. So okay, so not bad on some of those mods again. So generally speaking, it seems as if he's quite aware of how to mod these characters. There's some areas where he could tweak some of these, but overall it seems as if he knows what he's doing quite a bit. I want to take a general look at some of these. Just pick up Rebel Fighters. Okay, so another area where I think he needs to wait a second. The game has changed with regard to what is important. Okay, so he does have Jedi Knight Revan. Now, crate raid is an important factor. I've recently also sort of swiveled my attention in that direction because it's once you enter the guild tab, it's almost eternally active. I'm talking about the crate raid, and the guild on a whole needs to participate in this. I've never really been totally guild focused. I've been more focused on my GAC matchmaking and building my entire roster around GAC. But if you want to progress faster in the game, I've realized that we need these create teams. We need Jabba. So I can understand that, yeah, you're really close to JMK, but maybe you should put some thought into going for Jabba after. I could already see that you don't have any of the you don't have much of the requirements for Jabba, because we still need to get JML and all of those. Not JML. Yeah, JML. That's Jedi Master Luke. No. JKL. Yeah, JKL. What am I? I was looking for seeing that he has. Okay, so he doesn't have Dark Revan. But overall his account is really well done character-wise. I like it. And I could easily see him being able to get to Rhodium. Well, this season is almost over. If he does well in 3v3, he'll definitely be a Rhodium by the end of 3v3. Ship-wise, so he has the Executor, the Negotiator, and the Malevolence. So that's 3 fleets right there. In Chimera, which he still needs a few Empire ships. I see the TIE Bomber, the TIE Defender, Emperor Shuttle. Oh, nah, he has it already. It is a sort of weak-ish fleet, but he definitely has 4 functional fleets, with all 4 admirals being relict. So he's doing good on that front also. Wow. And then I guess he's in no rush to add another fleet here. because he has enough for both Chromium and Rhodium. They use the same amount of fleets on offense and defense. Nice job on your fleets. And this is what I like to see. This is something that many people ignore. Now, small accounts or newer accounts tend to not invest into Datacrons, and people who can take advantage of these early are the ones who will succeed in GAC. So this is what I like to see. Yeah, I like this. I like the focus. He isn't just focusing on one area of his roster. He's being sort of all-rounded in his approach. He has proper datacrons. He is taking a look at his mods. He has proper ships. He has focus on his goals. This is how you craft an account, and I like it. I really like what you've done here. He sort of reminds me of Simo in a way. Yeah, I like this account. But if it's any advice I would give is to take a look at the Java requirements. Take a look at going for higher participation in the create rate. I am definitely taking a look at that. The only thing that I'm doing before I get to that point though is building more assault battle teams. I could see that you have a rebel team. Maybe they can't do challenge tier 2, maybe challenge tier 1, maybe. But you can, if possible, you can sort out some more of those teams, because I think you have, yeah, you could probably already do the Empire. You could do the clones, you could do the rebels, the Jedi. Yeah, you're well off on those. You're well off on those. So maybe it isn't as important for you. But yeah, take a look at the create raid participation. It's a challenge to me and it's a challenge to you also. So yeah, nice account. I don't know how much help I was able to give here today, but yeah, man, keep it up. Keep up your good work. I think I put in the same code. Okay, no, it's a different. Yeah, so Darth Sana. Now this name had always sort of jumped out of me at me since I joined this guild, because that trilogy was one of the best books I read. That's Darth Bane. Yeah, Darth Bane trilogy. Really good. 4.3 million galactic power. Okay, so he's really close to Kalfos. 2.3 in characters, 1.9 in ships. Again, not a bad split. Pretty close. Full rounds cleared, only 22. Undersized squad battles won, 112. So the undersized squad battles won, not a bad stat right there. But the full rounds cleared, that seems, well, you know what? Let me not even say that. That seems low, because I think mine is only like 30 something or 40 something. So it isn't bad at all, basically. It isn't bad. I know how tough it could be down in Chromium. So Chromium 3, you see a CLS squad in the arena, and in Fleet he has a 7-star executor. If it's one thing with this guild, my guild, there's a lot of focus on having executors, which is really, really good. It helps us win a lot of territory wars. Right, so he has gas. Is it that he was practicing a CLS matchup with the Datacron in Squad Arena? So he has gas. The requirements for the executor, I see a Wampa. That is something that I think I omitted when looking at Kalfo's roster. I'm not sure if he had a Wampa, but it's something that is needed. So yeah, Wampa is really nice. for those solos in Grand Arena. CLS, here's his relic compared to Kalfu's, which is really nice. I think that this also, I know I didn't speak to Zana about what it is he is doing here with his account, what direction he is taking, but it also seems like he's going for JMK. He has a lot of the similar requirements built, so I don't think I'm wrong in assuming that that is what he is doing, although he seems to be a bit further off. Let me just take a look at his Galactic Republic. Yeah, so he has a few relics yet to go. His Cody, his Clone Sergeant, there's a few that he needs to build yet. Ayla Secura was I think Ayla was a requirement also. So he's a bit further off. Just take a look at some of these key teams. Okay. Oh, he does have Iden also. Interesting. I didn't take a look at Imperial Troopers. Right, so he was smart about his relics. I actually plan on doing something similar in relicking my Dark Trooper without investing much into the rest of the troopers. Oh, he did place his Zetas on each of them though. His range is built. The only thing I see that he needs to do here is build the rest of these troopers for Iden Versio, that is. Maybe simply get them to gear 11 or 12. They don't take much gear to get to that point. So it should be something to think about. I'm not certain how his focus is being spread. Jango Fett is his next relic. You can see that. Now I'm not sure, but I think, yeah. So I've been doing something along these lines also. I'm not sure if Sana has always been doing this, but he's not placing any gear at all whatsoever onto anything else other than his main goals. So you can see R2D2 has 2 pieces of gear equipped. I'm not certain if he's also trying to simultaneously relic R2 and Jango, but you can see the clear focus as to what it is he's targeting next. I think Kalfu also had similar focus, and this is something that all players should try to do. Only place gear onto the characters which you intend to relic or which are needed. So all of these lower level stuff that could slide, and we know that Watambo is also required for JMK. So yeah, you can see clearly what the next goal or objective is. Now take a look at his SIP. Right, so Savage Opress is something that you should take a look at. Zana. Now I could understand the focus on going for JMK. So because you need a GL in the account, definitely. My advice is after JMK, get Savage up. Maybe use that opportunity after JMK to also place a little more gear onto the Iden Versio team. You don't have to relic them necessarily, but place a bit more gear onto those also. Take a look at his rebels. I did see the relic CLS. Right, so yeah. So here we have a full relic CLS team, which should be doing quite well. Okay. Was he hyperdrive also? These accounts are really well crafted. Oh, this is not hyperdrive. This is not hyperdrive. I think. Yeah, oh, he has that Treya. Did I miss that? Treya is sick. Okay, so another reason why he should level his Savage. Treya, Savage, Talon, Scion, and Nihilus. Those 5 are definitely a GL level team. Once Treya has the Omicron, Savage has his Omicron. I think Talon has an Omicron also. Invest in those, and you have either a defensive or an offensive monstrosity. People will struggle versus that team. Many times I have thought about building it, but I just have not yet been able to get the focus onto it. But you already have some gear invested into Treya. Maybe you should, because if it is that you will be building Savage, yeah, take a look at building these. If it is that you need better defensive teams in GAC, that one would pay dividends. Let's take a look at his mods. Speed. Why am I looking in there for speed? Okay, speed. Yeah, this is fastest. Mod-wise, that seems to be correct. 337 speed, which is really nice. I think mine is like 335. So really nice. Good work on the modding. Speed and potency, which is nice. 25 speed, nice. Good damage, nice. Yeah, he got some good rules here, man. I like it. So, Moff Gideon. $328, which is really nice. Really close to... Right, so that's one thing again. His trooper team, there's almost... Well, there is a gap, but it's so close between his Pieta and Gideon. Wow, once they get going, it'll be almost impossible. One after the next. That's really good. 324 on Rex. Like, this right here is crazy. If I see a 324 Rex, what do? You don't want to send anything besides a GL in there, because he's almost definitely going first. He'll be acting like 380 plus, almost 400 speed. That's not something I want to mess with. 300 speed on Shakti, which is really nice. And he could easily get this way past that actually, because his mods aren't even 6-star. Cass with defense and offense. 123,000 protection, 282 speed. This is a really nice Cass. Is it that? Yeah, protection primary with decent speed. Again, he knows what he's doing. Good work on his speed. Mara Jade is way down here. No. Yeah, 253. My advice, have your Mara Jade no slower than 285. Yeah, no slower than 285. Let that be a goal. My advice. And you will see for yourself that it pays off. Bosk also, again, another character you want to challenge yourself with Speed Monsoon. 285 to 290, no less than that, but 300 is always your goal. Yeah, so these two, Bosk and Mara Jade, should be faster than Chio, because Mara Jade is it. Well, for me personally, I tend to use Mara Jade versus the Geonosians. So yeah, your Geos should not be faster than a Mara Jade. How fast did you make it, by the way? 258. So it isn't even that much faster. It's just a little. C3PO is fast. Interesting. 261. It isn't that fast, but it is. And take a look at his Han Solo. The only reason you generally want your Han Solo to be fast is for the CLS mirrors, so you can stun their Han Solo first. Not bad though, 272, it could be better. Crit damage and crit chance. 4 crit damage, 4 crit chance mods. So he has an offset here. His crit damage mods aren't contributing. So besides the base stats, that's the primary stats, and the secondary stats, he isn't getting a stat bonus from these two. So my advice, either he'll need to work on replacing these mods, on replacing some of the crit chance mods. Yeah, he needs some crit damage. Now I think I could see why he did it, simply for the speed substats. I could see why he did it. But yeah, I think he'll need to, in the future, he'll need to switch these out. Definitely. And there's no reason that Count Dooku should be this fast. Plus 92. I'm not sure how much he uses Count Dooku, but I suspect that there would be many other characters he uses more. Can't see much else. He would need Thrawn. Your Thrawn needs to be faster. Yeah, 213 is way too slow. That needs to be a lot higher. Thrawn is a really fast character, so it doesn't take that much investment to get him to be extremely fast. So that is my little tidbit of advice here. Some key characters that you need to get faster. Shipwise, Executor, Malevolence, Negotiator, and well, the Endurance wouldn't be used much, but you do have the Chimera. I can see the focus. He has the full Geo lineup. He has the bounty hunters for his executor. He has a negotiator fleet lineup with Anakin, Umbron, all the Galactic Republic ships. I do see Han's Millennium Falcon, but he does not have many rebel ships built. and empire wise he does have the requirements for the executor, so he does have something to place under his chimera, so not bad on his fleets. He could build the weaker fleets up a bit more, but generally speaking he knows what he's doing here. Datacrons again, once again I'm pleased in what I see with Datacron focus. So yeah, definitely Datacrons win GACs. And really good on his relics. That's 12, 12, 24. So he has like 36 relics, 37, equal to mine. Good work on your modding, good work on your focus. So again, I like the account. I've given a few morsels of advice. And yeah, like overall, Sana, you do have a nice account. I like what I see. 4.3. So you also should be not far from being able to get up into Erodium. Maybe not by the end of this season, because you need a bit better score. But I think it's only 2600. No, it can't be 26. A bit more than that, but yeah, not far from Erodium. Maybe by next 3v3 season also. I like the account, man. I like the account. Alright, so good work, guys. Those two accounts are basically examples on how you craft a good account. And yeah, again, I'm flexing because it's my guildmates who've done it. So alright, guys, that's an end of that. But yeah, take it easy. Good night.